You should be.
No,
it's not that.
I'm a feminist.
I don't support like dumb females. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I call women out that do dumb stuff too.
No, but
I'm telling you from just experience.
This shit is hard.
I feel like a picture of Kay's spaceship
Come on, what do you want? Yeah. You already know what it is, baby. It's Sunday. It's In Tune Radio. We back. It's your boy, City of Guys, Philly. And
it's Tina Yagani. And we got a lit show for you tonight. We definitely, who we got coming up later?
Yo, we got Lil Tay. Well, Tay Wilson, formerly known as Little Tay. So
I like how you did that with your fingers.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all tune in for that joint. Big shout out to Alicia Lee. She's on assignment in Miami. So
she's living her best life out here.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
Bitch, I wish I was there too. But what did we do last night?
Yo, last night was litty. Big shout out to Red Bull and the Ampico and the Love Art. I'm sorry, Love Art. Yes, the Love Art movement. Right. So we down City of Guys, and major shout out to City of Guys and Jones House Entertainment. Shit was lit last night. We was down the block. It was a big ass black block party, man. We had I know black. Then I said big ass black. No, but it was a big block party. It was live. We had guests. We had lots of
dope ass performances. Actually, some people were actually on our show before.
Yeah, big shout out to LA. LA came through, she ripped it. Big shout out to Harley Cash, she also ripped it as well. You know, you had Asia Corinne there, she definitely dope. I'm sure y'all follow her on Instagram. A young lady by the name of Tasiki, she was definitely dope.
I saw TT.
And TT the artist. Yeah, big shout out to Stars. They all performed last night. And your boy, yours truly, Philly, I hosted the event last night, so it was crazy. Come off the streets and just jump right on stage.
And I drank, you know, I just want to say one thing. I think I'm giving up alcohol this weekend after going to a wedding that was an open bar, then going down to the City of God's event that was open bar.
Straight gave the Henny up too as soon as I seen it.
So I walked in, I was like, that's my brother right there. Yes, my friend. But industry-wise, it was a crazy week this week. First of all, can we cut off Kay's mic? Because I don't want him to comment on any of this stuff I'm about to talk about, because it's about Nicki Minaj. And you know, that's his #1 fan. But so she dropped the album, and she has been...
Shout out Nicki Minaj.
You know, I want Nicki to win. I do. I was a big Nicki fan before. I don't know. She's saying this is her best work. I don't know if I really agree with that.
She's smoking rocks.
I don't. Now, she did her thing on Barbie Dreams. I really like the song with Future, Sir. That shit's hard. Ganja Burn is hard. But a lot of it's a little too watered down for my taste.
I like the Sway Lee's joint. Was it Chun Sway?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, the Chun Sway joint was
anything with what's his name?
Ray
Slim.
Sherman.
Yeah, but what's the Jimmy or is it Slim Jimmy?
No, that's Sway Lee.
Or Sway Lee then. Yeah. The one that sings. Anything he's on, he was on that French Montana, Unforgettable. He kills it. Anything he's on, they're very talented. But I don't think it's her best work. I don't know.
Yo, you know, I definitely can't say it's our best work, but I can say it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool to a certain degree. My thing is, I don't like the aftermath that came after she dropped the album.
Do you think... Now, she said she's tired of people treating her like a Barbie, like she doesn't have any feelings or emotions.
But you keep calling yourself a Barbie.
But she thinks that she can't, people think she can't defend herself. Now, I do want to say one thing. I'm tired of the way that we treat our female artists. I'm tired of us always pinning other female artists together. You know, Kari and her, they were at the Met Gala. They said they didn't have any beef. People continually try to put them against each other. You know, every time a female rapper is out, they try to say that she didn't write her shit. Do we really believe that Safari sat here and wrote all Nicki Minaj's shit?
Well, I'm going to say this. No one's saying that Safari wrote all that shit, because Safari didn't even say he wrote all that shit. He definitely said he helped out. You know what I mean? If that's the case, oh well. Nicki been writing for a long time, even when she was in the School of Arts. You feel me? So I don't think nobody's taking her pen away from her. A
lot of people do sit there and say, "Oh, Safari wrote all your raps." Like they try to say.
A lot of people are trolls too. A lot of people don't even know the history on half the people they listen to. They just know what's put in front of them, and they take that and run with it. But Nicki definitely a talented artist. But I'm gonna say this: for her to say she don't like to be treated like a Barbie and all this other goofy shit. But in your music, you talk about all that. And in your conversation, you talk about all that. You say you full of women empowerment. Well, pass the fucking baton to Cardi. Like real rap. I wanted to pull something up too, because Nicki threw the stats out there about what makes her the queen of hip hop. And everything she said in the stat is what Cardi did last year. So doesn't that make Cardi be the queen of hip hop? I don't know.
Why can there only be one? Here's my thing. The game's about to change. You got a lot of hot female artists about to drop. You got the City Girls that are killing shit right now. Shouts out to the City Girls. I like Malibu Mitch. You got your Cash Dolls, even Dream Doll. Dream Doll's music's not that bad. I think her image now, that's somebody that really does copy Nicki Minaj's image.
But everybody, don't you feel like everybody?
But Nicki Minaj copied Lil' Kim's image.
I was about to say, see, look, and then look, even some of our viewers on a live, they're like, yo, Nicki need to come down to earth. Yeah, Nicki she needs to be humble. I'm gonna be honest, she does. And my thing is, stop trying to play the victim. You get on all your interviews, you want to cry, all this, that. You bringing up old shit like the situation with you and Safari, you know what I mean? Then he's the opportunist. So every time you mention his name, he gets an endorsement.
Then why is he still relevant though?
Because he's Nicki.
But that's the thing. Like I kind of see her at first. Like when you're sitting there, you're holding a guy down. You know they were kind of a team, and he basically cheated on her. But then he says she cheated on him. Her and Meek were smashing the whole time. So we don't know all the facts. But it seems like they both still got feelings for each other.
I believe, man, listen, that relationship spanned years. You know what I mean? We talking like from school years all the way up into where she's at right now. You know what I mean? And a lot of personal shit went through that situation. You know what I mean? They fuss, they fight, they love, they kiss, whatever. She got way more successful than he did.
He seemed like he got demon dick. I mean, I saw the picture that was released. I mean, he's a clown. Safari's a clown, but you know, we all fall in love with the clowns sometime. They got some good dick. I mean, that's probably what he was bringing to the table.
But Nicki might be a clown too, though. She just fucking tossed the fuck up.
She is a clown. I'm not going to take her talent away from her, but she's getting weirder and weirder, and I think it's almost she's become like the female Kanye. Like all these people around her, yes, you do this, and they need to tell her to sit down and humble yourself. I mean, the interviews all week, she's talking about I paid homage to these women.
No, she didn't.
Remy, and she's like, roll the tapes. Yes, that was like years ago. You also picked the fight with Remy. Yeah. And then you didn't like how it went down, so you tried to play the victim. I don't want to see you crying anymore. And then she was on there talking about, this is rap. Everyone gets so insulted. Bitch, you're the main one crying out here getting insulted. So it's like she speaks out of both sides of her mouth. At one standpoint, she wants everybody to be all up front and togetherness, and then the other one, she's telling how bitches is her sons and bitches ain't on her level. Y'all need to step y'all whatever up. You know, my whole thing is pass the baton. You don't get a long run in this thing called hip hop, and if you able to make past 5, but she doesn't even have to pass it. She can still do her own music. No, nobody said. You don't have to. Do you think Jay-Z at like his career right now cares who else is like coming out? He doesn't. He don't pay anybody to say he's going to continue to do his old thing. There can be more than one female hip-hop artist. That's what we need in hip-hop. I'm so tired of people saying, oh, there can only be one artist. No, there was a time, one of the dopest covers I ever saw was when Lauryn Hill, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, Missy Elliott was all on the XXL. And that was only 4 female artists in a time when we got 1,000 male rappers. Yeah, but I'm gonna say that it was a lot of female rappers out back then as well too. It's just that they were the highlighted ones. And as the years went on, that camera lens got smaller, and they just started highlighting one female. But there's a ton of females, and just like last night, all the performers on stage, there are a ton of female hip-hop stars and singers out here that's doing their thing. It's just that everybody's not hip to them. So my suggestion to the viewers out there is that y'all get a little more hip to what's really going on and get out of the mainstream. Now, if you were to say that there aren't many mainstream females, I would agree. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really not. It's like maybe 4 or 5 of them that's like really there in the center. There's really only 2. I mean,
well, we're talking about younger years, but you still got the women like Kim and women who can still just not say that.
Listen. Lil' Kim need to sit her ass down. I'm sorry. You still got the women out there that can still hold. You know what I mean? Like Lauryn Hill, she's still around. You know, Lauryn Hill isn't really relevant anymore.
But listen, she's a legend. That's what it is. You see what it is? That's right there.
But she's not putting in any work.
No,
she's not still putting out music. And Lauryn Hill's another one people have said about her attitude too. I don't know. I mean, Lauryn Hill will always be a legend to me, but
I'm
just talking about in hip hop now. I'm not taking away from legends, but I'm talking about current hip hop, like the average person is going to be listening to now. They really just see it as Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
That's totally not it, though.
Pay attention to these other girls. Like I said, the City Girls have a hot fucking album right now. They were just in Drake's video, My Feelings. You know, pay attention to some of them. Like, there can be more than one artist.
Yeah, yo.
But moving along, so Kodak Black is a free man now.
Welcome home, Kodak Black.
Are you looking for new music from Kodak?
I'm definitely am, and I'm kind of feeling like this next project he put out is gonna be a little. Hopefully, it'll be like a Meek Mill situation where like it changed him by going to jail. He spent like 7 months in prison or whatever. So hopefully, maybe that he get tired of doing all this jailing and shit and just get his life together. And you know, he ain't gotta speak all Tupac-ish, but just give it a little more.
But you know what? Before he got locked up, when he did the Tunnel Vision video, that was a deep video.
Yeah.
You know, he was changing right then and there. Like, you know, I like Kodak.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Welcome home,
he's
Kodak
out.
Black.
But congratulations to Mr. 2 Chainz. He wedded his longtime girlfriend over the weekend in Miami.
He did.
This is actually like the second time he proposed to her, and they finally got married. So big shouts out to them. Can we talk about Kanye West slippers? Did you see the slippers?
Oh my God. Why you gotta nitpick my man, yo? He looked in all right though from the top.
Did you see the slippers?
I did.
What's going on?
I did.
with
It was
him?
different. He's different.
His feet didn't even fit into them.
Did you see Lil Wayne though? Like even Lil Wayne.
So that's like the first time they seen Lil Wayne in a suit.
But he wasn't really dressed up. Even when he's in a suit, he looks weird.
He's a rock star though.
He looks weird. So now Kanye's not a rock star?
The shoes don't fit his feet. I don't listen.
He on some next shit, man.
Kanye lost me a long time ago. I don't know. I
Shout out my man Ye, man, for real. I fucks with you, boy.
So Tiana Taylor, speaking of Kanye West, you know, I love Tiana Taylor. Yes, Petunia. You know, she and Jeremiah actually got into a lot of drama on the whole tour. And he accused her of being a diva, but the whole time she was like, he's the diva. I'm not taking this treatment anymore. He accused her of damaging his set on the first night and making demands. And basically, she's doing her own tour. They said he dropped off the tour, but she's doing her own tour with the opening act now.
Well, for those who do know Jeremiah, know that he's very hard to work with. When he was on the tour,
you don't think you can see Tiana Taylor being hard to work with?
Nah, I mean, she could be, but not as much as Jeremiah.
Maybe they just don't get along.
No. Jeremiah is very hard to work with. He went on the tour with Party Next Door, went through the same shit, got kicked off the tour. It was just ridiculous. It's like sometimes people just don't know how to be humble. Jeremiah, you're dope, but your attitude, just like Foxy Brown's, just like other artists, your attitude gets in the way of your fucking creativity and your fucking talent, bro. As talented as he is, his attitude is fucking shit.
But is he really that big of an artist to be acting like that?
And even if you are a big artist, you should humble yourself. But you see, when you say that, is he a big enough artist? His attitude holds him back from being that artist.
Because he's very talented.
Yeah, his attitude holds him back, man. So that's fucking crazy.
But yeah, she hasn't been missing a beat. The wig flew off. She kept dancing. She fell off the damn stage and she kept it moving.
That's professionalism.
That was like a Beyonce moment when Beyonce's ass fell down that flight of stairs and got back up like it was nothing. Like that was some good shit. So shouts out to Tiana Taylor. I want to see her win. I think she might need to get away from Kanye West, but you know that's a whole different subject.
She keep coming for Ye, man.
I can't. In sad news, Aretha Franklin passed away. You know, they actually said her funeral, they were going to do an open casket so the fans could see her. She was 75 years old. What do you think Aretha contributed to music in your eyes? If you could just narrow it down.
If I could narrow it, she's soul. Aretha was like soul. She was the female. James Brown would be the father of soul. She's the mother of soul. On God, like that's what she attributed. She had a soulful voice. She had one of those.
Oh, her voice. I mean, it's you know when you hear people, their voice goes through you. That's her. That's a powerful
she had one of those,
voice.
You know, because she come up in the church and she had that you know that vibe that would move you. So like I definitely give it up to her for that. You know, she had her share of things that she went throughout her life. But the woman was strong, man, and I think I'm not sure, but I heard that it was like cancer that might have took her away.
She was kind of sick for a while. I think she kind of had
she's fighting that shit.
Some other issues.
Yeah, I heard that she was cancer. She lost a lot of weight, and you know, I see my aunt pass away from that. That's a rough way to go, man. that's a rough way to go. But may God bless her and her family, and I hope that her transition is very smooth. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to, you know, for a lot of people, she wasn't really so much in our like time growing up, but you know, you gotta respect your legends. One of the dopest songs I remember when I was a kid that I liked when she collaborated with Lauryn Hill, and she did A Rose Is Still a Rose. I can remember being a kid watching that video like over and over again. It was such a like empowering to women. It was just so empowering, her voice and the message. That was definitely a dope record. Yeah, it was. And of course she did Respect. You know, one of the most biggest female empowered records. You know, you say I'm always on my feminist shit, but you know I'm a bitch. So you know.
Yo, but you know, like was wild in that the Rose video. It was like a lot of females.
Faith Evans made a cameo in it.
In the background singing on the vocals, she had a lot of the female artists coming together. Like, yo, let's show our. You know what I mean? That was dope. I would love to see some males do that type of thing. You know what I mean? Brothers get together and give us some empowerment. You know, it don't be too much of that. You know,
we still need empowerment now. That's my whole thing with the female artists. I would love to see female hip hop artists get along and make a record together, you know, like on some ladies night shit like back in the day. Like, you know, that's what we need in music.
Yeah, that was dope, man. We definitely need a lot more of that type thing, man.
But you know, we're gonna be a little positive. We're gonna talk about this good glow up. So what's the glow up, 50?
Shout out to the glow up. You already know what it is, man. It's about that time where we celebrate the people who came from the bottom and made it way up to the top, and now they're shining like a diamond. So this glow up is for you, man. Let's get with it.
Do you have anybody this week?
Well, look, yeah, I definitely do. I want to send a shout out to all the female artists that was on stage last night at the Ampico Love Art Movement City of God Jones House situation. Like, that was dope. I watched some artists that I didn't even know that had it, and I saw them perform, and they ripped the fucking stage. All women set. Women empowerment. We on our t-shirt. You feel me? Shout out to the ladies. It was beautiful, man. It was a lot of love, and it was good to see some of the artists grow. Big shout out to Harley Cash. I watched her on her come up, and now I'm seeing what she's grown into, and it's fucking phenomenal. Big shout out to LA as well, and Lex Chapo. They out here grinding, and you get the action. I feel proud that I'm able to see the growth in these artists. You know what I mean? Like, I play a part in their situation, so I'm very happy for that.
I was actually going to give it to female artists just in general, you know, just seeing all these women out here doing their thing, you know, with Aretha, you know, passing, let that be, you know, kind of motivation to the new and up and coming female artists. You know, it's definitely something that's missing in R&B, missing in hip hop, pop, everything. We just need more female artists. Yeah,
it definitely will be dope, man. And I can't wait to see the next Aretha Franklin, because I know God will bless us with one. So I definitely want to see that. So you already know what time it is, man. It's that In Tune Radio. What
you got this week for Heat of the Week?
Yo, we got some bangers just for this week's Heat of the Week. I definitely want to shout out oh man, my man BDR from DC. Crazy. I was just like out in Glen Burnie this couple days ago, and I ran into this artist, and this cat is really like the real, like, you know what I mean? So I can't wait till y'all get a chance to hear him, man. Big shout out to BDR from DC. Oh man, we got my man from UK and shit.
You love the UK. We always got some UK artists.
Listen, man, London boys, man, I'm showing y'all mega love here in the States, man. So y'all come fuck with In Tune Radio. Y'all shout us out, call the radio station. You already know, you know what I mean? But we got a kid from UK, and then we also got oh man, big shout out to my man YBG Sosa, man. Big shout out to the whole Liberty Heights and Garrison, man. LNG, man. Them boys right there, man. I watched them kids when they were kids, like throwing a football to these little dudes. But now they all grown men doing their thing. And they got some heat, man. So we gonna get into this joint right now. You know what I mean? We gonna get into it right now?
We are, but I need you to let people know if they want to submit their music, where they can send it to.
Look, if you got some heat for us for next week's show, make sure you send that music to 3intuneradio@gmail.com. That's 3intuneradio@gmail.com. Or hit us on the gram. Let us know you sent some joints. You feel me? In the DM. And yeah, you already know what time it is. Let's get into that Heat of the Week, baby. In Tune.
Okay. All right. You were asking that. We right on time.
You get 2 messages.
I keep like slurring my words. I think I'm still drunk from
You ain't slurring. You sound cool, man.